Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. Another Cyraxx video today. So we got a new one, a recent one. The mall incident. He's basically got catfished and thought he had to go to a mall, to a shopping mall, to meet this woman who wasn't even, well, she was real, but she was just trolling him for the lols. So the mall incident is an event that occurred on the 31st of December 2025. I thought it was this year for some reason. The Cyraxx found himself stranded by himself in a shopping mall, an experience which he compared to the likes of getting lost in the middle of the wilderness, mainly because he looks like his size is that of a small child, and he gets scared of any little thing. The incident. Throughout the month of December 2025, Cyraxx was being roped along by a catfish named Cassandra. As the year neared its end, Cassandra told Cyraxx that she would come down to Akron for New Year's Eve and spend time with Cyraxx. A buddy troll called Uber to pick up Cyraxx and drive him to the Summit Mall, where he was expected to meet with Cassandra. Of course, she would never show up. The buddy trolls then enacted the second part of their plan by telling Cyraxx that they got word Cyraxx was being kidnapped. This caused Cyraxx to spiral out in a panic while raving to passerby and security about his fiancée being kidnapped. Furthermore, Cyraxx had no way to return home on his own, causing him further distress as he shambles around the mall like a small child, asking for a phone charger to a shopkeeper and for a security guard to drive him home. Why the fuck would the security guard want to drive you home? You bet you fucking stink. At one point, he also at one point attempts to reach out to Sally for her to come pick him up, but due to having no cell plan to call her over the phone and a dying battery, why the fuck didn't you charge up your phone beforehand? He probably has a shit phone anyway. He resorts to begging his buddy trolls to contact her. Meanwhile, Sally calls the police to file a missing persons report. What a waste of taxpayers' money, as Cyraxx snuck out of the house without her knowledge. He was only gone for like an hour, and she's like nervous that he won't come back. Like, the only reason why Sally has him around, and he's like in his late 30s, is because she uses his social security to get benefits. Cyraxx eventually ran out of the mall and started stumbling out onto the snow towards the road. At some point he slips and falls on his arse on an embankment, which he described as being several hundreds of feet deep, and then he meets a cop who gave him a bus fare home. Well, isn't that nice? I hope the copper washed his hands afterwards. Pictured right, you can see a image of terrified Rax making his way back home via the bus. According to the bystander who took the photo, Cyraxx smelled like urine and would pull the string at every stop, angering the other passengers. It is generally believed that the reason why the goblin kept pulling the cord was due to the fact that he doesn't actually know where he lives, because he never leaves Lloyd Street. We'll pull up the photo on another tab. The next day, Cyraxx made an absurdly exaggerated and dramatic retelling of last night's escapade. He turns what would be a minor inconvenience into the most harrowing trial of life and death, realizing that Cassandra never had been kidnapped in the first place, and was once again fiddled like a fool. And he blames her and the trolls for leaving him out to die in the cold, going as far as to tell them that they'd face prison for charges of attempted murder. Furthermore, he also adds a nonsensical page to his story about a couple who, upon hearing of the catastrophe from concerned fans, decided to get up and leave in the snow on New Year's Eve to rescue a aloft goblin who couldn't figure out how to return home from the mall. Upon finding Cyraxx, the husband gave him a family heirloom as a token for his exceptional courage and resilience. We all knew that was bullshit about the couple finding him. A day later, he completely changes the narrative after being fooled a second time into thinking Cassandra had really been kidnapped. Influenced by buddy trolls, Cyraxx came up with another completely made up story where he ran after a white van in a parking lot, certain that he heard Cassandra yelling from inside. Returning to reality, this escapade shows how poorly Cyraxx can handle himself in the outside world. Not only did he not prepare at all, leaving the house with no money and without charging his phone, but he also left in a snowstorm with only a beanie and a thin jacket. Instead of thinking of a solution, he panics, runs around bothering everyone and asking for a ride home to complete strangers. So yeah, this was it does. Last edited on the 11th of February this year. Yeah. And this is the photograph. When it loads, thank you. Yeah, obviously, yes, this is a bus seat, and he's been taking a picture through the actual seat itself right there. They circled it because in case you don't know what Cyraxx looks like, he's there because like yanking on that cord. Oh, fucking idiot. So yeah, that was it for the mall incident article. I hope you've enjoyed it. These are pretty short now. It's pretty cool now. So yeah, tomorrow we got two videos tomorrow. One's going to be a reaction video, and one's going to be another Edinburgh video that I recorded. So hopefully I'll see you guys then.